hand up to touch her elbow, and she quickly pulled it away as the wetness began to seep through the fabric of her jumpsuit. "Warden Garros!"
"You seem to be alone down here, HF-23. You know that looks suspicious, right?"
He grinned at her, showing off yellow teeth, and leaned in close.
"I knew you'd come around. It's good of you to find a little empty corner for us, Lena."
He said her name softly, only just loud enough to hear over the grating of the washing machine. Using her first name would have earned him a demerit had anyone who actually cared about their job been present. She backed up another step as his face inched closer and closer. She wished she could get Libby or her alien bedmate's attention, but the washing machine was still churning behind her, locked in a loud and broken spin cycle. "Warden, sir, I didn't actually mean for that. I wouldn't want you to get the wrong idea, sir." Garros's expression faltered slightly, but soon recovered. He advanced further until Lena's back hit the groaning machine. She jumped away from it, the vibrations too strong, but that put her within grabbing distance, and she felt multiple hands on her. Sir! She couldn't take it any longer. She pushed him away, feeling the awful slip-slide of his limbs beneath her fingers, but no longer caring as long as it got him away. The movement pushed her back into the machine again, making it rattle to a stop with a grunt and a whine. Garros glared at her, his eyes dark. Lena had enough time for the color to drain from her face before a new voice made them both freeze. "Shit!" Lena's eyes flew to the dryers, where Libby and the Sicarian were standing with rumpled jumpsuits and wide eyes. Libby was looking between her and the warden, already edging towards the door.
"Get out of here!"
Garros bellowed, and the two inmates fled. Lena's heart sank, half expecting Libby to somehow save her from the overgrown green slug. "Sir, I'm really sorry."
"I don't want your apologies,"
he snapped, prowling closer. He pointed to the spot where Libby and her Sicarian had stood.
"That's a misdemeanor, you know. Fraternization."
"For them?"
For you."
Garros edged closer, his breath hot and moist on Lena's skin.
"You knew they were there. You were covering for them. Most of the wardens in here wouldn't let that slide."
His mouth turned up at the corner.
"But you know me, Lena. I've been known to help girls out. Turn a blind eye? All you have to do is provide a little payment up front. Can you do that?"
"No, I fucking can't," she wanted to say, the words balancing precariously on her tongue. But she couldn't afford a misdemeanor. She was pressed up against the now-still machine, wishing she had a few more inches to get away from the creep of Garros's fingers, but there was nowhere to go. He was reaching for her again, making bile rise in her throat. She didn't fully register what she was doing until it was too late. She ducked out of his grip, her arm pulled back, and then her clenched fist slammed into Warden Garros's cheek. It happened in slow motion for Lena, the side of his gooey skin parting wetly beneath her knuckles, burning itself into her memory. She backed up, fists raised protectively in front of her, before her brain caught up to her and she froze. The warden just stood there for a moment, his jaw hanging open in shock. Eventually, he turned to face her fully, his feet leaving tracks of slime on the laundry floor. His dark eyes blazed, all three of them, the murky green sclera forming small brown veins as they grew bloodshot with fury. He grit his yellow teeth.
"What the fuck do you think you're doing?"
he snarled. Lena's own teeth chattered, her hands shook. I...
"You just fueled your own crematorium fire, Lena. But if you come to me now, I'll think about letting it go."
He reached for her again, and she stepped back, her fists raising automatically. Garros's face flushed ugly and dark, his murky eyes wide and incensed.
"Fuck you!"
he spat, before pulling the two-way radio from his belt.
"Mena, I've got an inmate, HF-23, down here who just assaulted me. Laundry."